It's a part of China that has aged well, with scenery that could have been lifted straight from an ancient Chinese painting. Deep amid these limestone mountains lie a small group of valleys said to hold the secrets to longevity, where people still work in the fields at 100 years old and beyond. The people here are mostly from the Yao ethnic minority, and many are living extraordinarily long lives. Huang Shen claims to be 106.
What food in particular is good for you?
She attributes part of her longevity to Chairman Mao, who came to power when Huang was in her 40s. But Huang's not afraid to confront her own mortality.
What is that? Oh, it's a coffin.
It's her own coffin, waiting in the corner of her room. But it doesn't seem to trouble her. Tradition dictates that if a close friend or relative dies first, the coffin goes to them and a replacement is provided.
Fourth coffin. In a local population of less than 250,000, there are more than 70 centenarians and over 200 people in their 90s. That's one of the highest per capita concentrations of old-timers in the world. 7 of the oldest live here in what is known simply as the Longevity Village. Locals insist Huang Xu Ping is 113. A former Red Guard, Mr. Huang fought the nationalists as well as the Japanese. On the wall, the same obligatory Chairman Mao picture. Life expectancy in China has risen slowly to 74 years, but a remarkable number of these folk are living decades beyond the national average. Also above average this year were the rains in what is already one of the wettest regions of China, which threatened the next stage of my venture. Well, we're here in this beautiful setting because we're looking for a village called Bama, We've been told there's a woman living there who is 125 years old. If it's true, she'd be China's oldest woman. The problem is, we are lost. Eventually, we came across the sign we'd been searching for. Bama Village. Strolling towards this secluded hamlet felt like stepping back in time. The villagers knew instinctively who I'd come to see and led the way. She's taking us.
Yeah. He is asking you to take a seat.
Eventually, Lumushen makes an appearance, but doesn't appreciate the wake-up call.
When we came here, we woke her up, so she's not in good mood today.
I'm sorry. She was born, she says, in 1885 and turns 126 this year. Her adopted grandson remembers what she no longer can: war and famine. Her memory faded long ago, but her feisty spirit has not. Is your grandmother quite stubborn? She's outlived her own 5 children and a husband. Proof of her age, though, is impossible to verify. Birth certificates only began to be kept in this area after the 1949 communist takeover. This faded copy of her identity card is the only evidence that Lu is the age she says she is. Eating habits influenced by scarcity would appear to have contributed to Lu's long life. Local vegetables cooked in oil derived from kemp form the core of her diet. She eats this vegetable? By now, though, she was fed up with the pesky cameraman. I left her to eat her rice and greens in peace.
巴马是长寿之乡，我们是巴马的，尤其是在深山的这些地方啊，人住在这里，这个空气新鲜，啊，这个对人体呀是有好处的，但是我不能一一的说出来啊。
Meng Ling has come to honor his ancestors at a local burial ground as part of Yao New Year. Meng is the government official charged with promoting the benefits of this Shangri-La to China and beyond.
巴马的人为什么长寿？ 过有过的房间，没有同在一起睡觉的，啊，这个性生活待命对人对长寿不好，啊，一般要自己讲究。
So, in your view, is less sex the key to a long and healthy life?
我的观点来看，这个不是我的观点，这个专家已经研究了。 通过专家研究了。
The simple life has survived here because this region has long been neglected by the central government. But that is now changing.
The local government has expansive ambitions for Bama County to become a world centre for health tourism, with its centenarians the principal drawcard. Hotels are already under construction, and potential investors are sniffing about. I meet naturalized American Zhang Hingquai, interested in setting up a retirement village.
What do you think about the fact that so many people here live to a very long age?
I think there's a lot of reasons. That's why I'm looking for here now. The sun, the air, the water, the living styles, the lifestyles.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. And I'm interested in the food they eat. I think the key, and the water they drink. There's no contamination.
Tourists are already beginning to flock here. At the local longevity museum, I find busloads hoping to discover the source of Bama's fountain of youth.
我们是是的，我们是探秘巴马，看见没？
Would you like to live to more than 100?
想，非常想。
These tourists have come from Xi'an, hundreds of kilometers away.
今天我们学到了，反正对自己来说的话，都是多注意自己的身体健康，加强锻炼，对吧？多吃素食，少吃荤的。
首先呢，它是能够长寿，首先是他们这个，具有这个天然的日光、空气、水，
对，
这是最主要的，啊。
自然形成的看。
当然，这个和它的那个遗传也有很大的关系，对不对？啊，另外就是有好的心态，没有好的心态你也不行，对吧？啊，我希望你长寿。
After the museum, the next stop, the longevity village. On Sundays, Huang is swamped by up to 200 visitors and seems decidedly unexcited about today's arrivals. They all want to know her secret to a long life well lived. A photo with Miss Huang now comes at a price. Neighbour Huang Xu Ping is now also a fixture on the longevity tours, but seems to relish the attention that comes with his remarkable age. Bama will soon be firmly on the tourist map, and Mengling welcomes the mass influx.
不会影响，打造得好越好，那就吸引外面的游客，那就增加我们的收入啊，经济。
But all this development might threaten the peaceful and stress-free life that has contributed to their longevity. The tourists might inadvertently be draining the fountain of youth they've so eagerly come to see.